Hi YouTube, my name is Sweet Like Candy. Today I want to bring to you an oracle reading. I want to see what comes through. I was so stuck on if I wanted to do a oh my god, what was that? Something just fell. That is so, oh my god. Okay, so the deck behind me just fell. That is so creepy because that was in my bag. And that deck contains it's the little oracle cards that I usually do with advice. So I think what I'm gonna do is advice for the week, because I was just gonna tell you guys about how I was stuck if I wanted to do advice for the week or like a collective what do you call that, like one of my spiritual lessons. And then that deck just fell out, so I'm sorry. Give me a second while I cleanse it. I don't want to restart this video because I have somewhere to be. That's so creepy. I wonder if you guys heard that. Oh my god. Oh my god. It fell. It fell right on it. Oh my god, that's so, like, I wonder if you guys heard it when it fell out of the bag. Like, it was literally inside my bag. That's crazy. Okay, sorry, just need a little bit more smoke. I'm sorry, this was supposed to be like quick and to the point, because like I said, I have somewhere to be, but okay. So it's going to be an advice reading. I guess we'll do advice for the week. I don't know how it will go about this, but just a little extra cleansing. So I just heard cycling, but it was like not cycling, like going through things. It was like a bicycle. Like I actually seen the bicycle tire. But then, even though I seen a bicycle tire, I just seen the tire, not the whole thing. And I didn't get like exercising or riding a bike. So maybe it is talking about like cycling, like going through things. Again, I heard cherry blossom. That, I don't know what it's about. Maybe you have a cherry blossom tattoo. I know I do. And I heard stop having some. And that's it. I don't know. Stop having some what? Insert whatever you think. Maybe you've been feeling like you need to stop something, or stop indulging in something this week. So maybe you're being encouraged in doing so. With me, it's always sweets, my name is Sweet Like Candy, right? So with me, it's always sweet. I just heard listening. Oh, stop listening. Music. Okay, so maybe you're being asked to take a break from certain music. I heard stereotypes. I don't know what that. Stop listening to music. Okay, and I just heard resounding yes. I was gonna say maybe stop listening to music that makes you feel that oh my God, trying to think of what I'm trying to say. That tell you how to feel. That's what I'm trying to say. Music that tells you how to feel, that is not in your own energy, is not your own thoughts. It's thought provoking. Thank you. Thank you for that. I was gonna say I want a channel and I just heard hearing loss. Okay, so I think it's time to start pulling a card. I just heard the name Rebecca and Lewis, and I heard coloring. Maybe you're being asked to. Ooh. Oh my God. I was gonna say join a circle, and then this card all these cards fell up, but join a circle. Oh, the coloring. Oh, that's crazy. Coloring. Okay, so I'm not gonna pull that card, but that's crazy because I literally heard coloring and then the cards fell. I was gonna say they probably want you to start doing something therapeutic. They're just coloring. I know that they have like adult coloring books. And then join a circle. I know people that join like reading circles. Yeah, so maybe more togetherness this week. Maybe stop listening to stuff that leads us away from creativity. Creativity. Can't even say that right. Okay, so let's try that again. What's for this week? And I don't know. Okay, I just heard my head hurts. I don't know if they're mocking me, but I've been getting like severe migraines, and like my knees and calves have been like hurting and like so bad without me working out or anything. My God, you probably think I'm so unhealthy, not working out, just pounding down candy. But this earlier on today, what I got from that, it was like just, the beginning of your chakras. So your crown, right? You're hurting, but then you're trying to ground yourself. So it's like the total, and then, that's your calf. So it's like the total opposites of all the chakras right at the beginning and right at the end, so I think we're starting to become, and I heard another reader start talking about this. Actually, I think a couple of them, about how the previous years, I think the collective was like more spiritual, and then now we're starting to like ground what we've learned into reality. Because like I say all the time, we're spiritual beings. We possess spiritual powers or what it may be, but we still live in this earthly realm. So I think as a collective, we're starting to enact all the lessons that we learn and starting to live our lives in the actual journey that we're supposed to. Where we have been guided to, we're actually starting to walk that path. So I think that's why it's like so off balance, and where it's like your crown, that's a spiritual, but then your feet, that's the earth star chakra, and what is it, your roots? Oh my God, why can't I think of not solar plexus? Oh, actually, but you know what, maybe that's why I heard creativity. Usually when I cleanse my chakras, when it comes to like my solar plexus and my sacral, I don't really feel anything happening. And I know that like last week when I was cleansing that area, I can actually like feel, it wasn't pain, but like sensation. I don't know if something was unblocking or clearing up or just healing. I don't know what it was, but that's the first time that I've ever like felt that sensation. So I don't know if any of you guys are going through this, or if I'm just like the only big weirdo, but comment below so that I'm not alone. So again, let's try to come up to see if we get any oracle cards here. Oh, finally. Lighting. Eminent? I don't know what that means. Eminent lighting. I think something is starting to energize, to be invoked within us. Yeah. Something within us is starting. Or within you. I don't know. I don't know if I'm part of your collective. I heard journey is the key. Oh God. So I have two that just came out. The serpent. I'll just show it and speak. I don't really like put down the cards that just pop up like that, but I do show them because they obviously have a message. The serpent. I think when they talking about how this is like the year of the snake, where we're like starting to shed our old ways. And then I had magic and the reverse. So I think with this one, magic in the reverse, it's where we have been stifled for so long, and then now something. My nail broke off. This is my pointer finger. I was gonna tell you guys. It's like, yeah, I broke it off on purpose. So something is starting to unveil itself within us. So I think this week, back to grounding myself, because I was getting too up there, right? But back to grounding myself this week, I think we're gonna be feeling a lot of energy. Probably that's why we need to stop listening to music that makes us feel, and just find within ourselves what we need to feel. Maybe through those creative projects, or therapeutic projects, that's what I called them earlier. One, we will disperse all this bolts of energy that we're going to be feeling, but also it's going to help us be more grounded and be able to. I just heard see our frequencies. Okay, so maybe. Oh, okay, that's, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. See how we really feel. See where we're really at. What mental state we're really at. Let's see. Yes. I'm planning on doing 3 cards. I just heard cemented in reality. Ooh. Every time I say something, cards just fly out. Oh, the circle again. Yeah. And I heard the seed of creativity, and look, all the colors. Yeah. So, with this one, it's like form whoever you spend your time around with this week. Let it be people that add to you, to your colorful world, to your fulfillment, so you can all form your own little circle. And no one, whoever you invite into that circle, don't let it be someone that will take you out of your aura, out of what you're trying to achieve, out of how you're trying to feel. Let them add to you, and you to them. We don't want to be takers either. One more card. I heard hands up. No, that's funny. And then they just threw a card. Corn. Corn in the reverse. Oh, I don't know what I'm sorry, I didn't even show you. Corn in the reverse. I heard fruitfulness. But this is in the reverse. I don't even... Huh. Corn in the reverse. So what I got from this one was, even if things start to feel upside down this week, just know that stuff can still grow for you. Don't give up, right? Because the corn is upside down, so you think, oh yeah, nothing is growing. But there's still light here. There's still light, there's still nutrients, there's still roots. There's still hope. Before I started this reading, I also heard what was it? Hope is lost when faith is lost. No, what was it? Or you become lost when faith is lost. It was something like that. So, I just heard the word grounded. Okay. So, okay, so maybe as the week progresses, okay, I get it. As the week progresses, and we're able to ground ourselves in our feelings, in our true nature, that's what I'm trying to say, then we're gonna start to move back up towards the spiritual, wait, I don't know, because now I'm feeling like it's the opposite. Maybe, you know what? Yeah, it's supposed to be a collective, right? So maybe some of us are gonna be moving from the ground up. So, from like being grounded back up to our spiritual ways, and some of us are gonna be moving from our spiritual ways back to being grounded. But I just heard equilibrium. So we have to find a balance. It's funny because this is also like something is growing, right? Because it's like the earth, I'm not the earth, I'm sorry. Like that lightning, that energy, and then it looks like something is starting to construct more matter. And then here is earth, right? There's plants and dirt and light, what we consist of. I was gonna say we're just missing water, and that's weird because when I was gonna take out that card, I did see the water card. Let me see if it's... No, it's not. It's not here no more. I had shuffled it back. Oh, interesting. So drink water. I have to too, actually. I've been lagging on that. What is in the back of the deck? Holy Mountain in the reverse. The reverse. Again, the light is at the bottom. The light is at the bottom. I think we are going to be more grounded this week. I think that's what we're being told. Because this is almost like the corn card, right? Where the light is at the bottom and the earth is at the top. So I think that's what it is. Yeah, so let's see. Let me pick out a card because you remember this little deck wanted to be used. So let's get us an advice card for this week. Let me see. Let me just shuffle a little bit more. A little bit more. Okay. One advice. I just heard the word trickery. I don't know why. Again, stay grounded. Stay grounded in your own energy. Don't let anyone tell you how you need to feel. Be present with yourself so you're able to tune in into your own frequency and your own emotions. Okay, what's this? It says inconsiderate. Act with compassion and kindness. Be thoughtful and polite. It just feels better on the inside. Yeah. Inconsiderate. Act with compassion and kindness. Be thoughtful and polite. It just feels better on the inside. So, yeah. You can take it as is, but also what I'm getting from it is like us in our true nature. Remember how I was saying, don't let anyone tell you how you need to feel. Us in our true nature is us without trauma, us without life's burdens, all the shared energy. That is us in our true nature. So us in our true nature is a compassionate and kind, a soulful, right? Soulful entity, spirit. So once again, groundedness, mindfulness. Oh, that just came up. Mindfulness. Practice mindfulness on being in your senses and seeing how everything makes you feel. Okay, YouTube. So we gotta wrap it up. Please like and subscribe and come back for more. As always, I apologize if I was all over the place. Thank you.